kupe adeshimai Ghana ba kupe ye wobi wo bebi ana debio sikampo anu meya adeshimai Ghana ba kupe ye wobi wo bebi ana debio eni ati dene atadwe asechire ne se Ghana fo e wa broche nyina di dwumedie biaba Ghana ba kupe aye di embre sumo sisi ato ano ye bo sai ne se hia huni ni nimudi aya kosua ne wa manone no ye nyankopon se emra so se ye di ba ye mai Ghana mu be kire ne nchiri masunya ahoto enti Ghana ma ye wa manone nyina ye nka ye humomwe sadi ebe ya ye da yesu betumi abemu ye di enimudi eni nyansa na kwasomo achedodo awa di efri o mai mu kwa manone no saa na da so wa enko bebiara na ara wosam pre wo mu ne se ye ni anom aye fanso so de kwa manone no bebre no na ri won kwa esne wona okodro ye nyankopon se enkwaso na yeso na fedi ye di kwa wieye nisramo o mai bebrebe aye bia mana yeye yeso yedri yeso my Ghana yesu ye betumi aya mana yeye o mai biti se Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea, China, Dubai eni o mai udopi e kwa we yaso no na mo amenchiri menya woto nyina ne se momi nyina nka momwe no bibiara ni o beba be o my Ghana maye agisa ye ni ara nkurankure ya diju atu amerade sense agwa gospel e ma katre maso se Ghana mampani woni umpani fo o ma nyina mo sori waka na yeso o mai mwe ni enyankopon fa humobro o mai mobo no ma menya huto braye wowe we ba kwane bo ukabo mo mudo Ghana mai yenyina ye ba kwane yo asafara disada disika papa na ye wo my Ghana adofo mo mayanka mo bo na yenya huto ekabo mo Ghana be nya huto ekabo mo ni nya huto aradi sada disika yo my Ghana ni friend of vocals ye mo mayanka mo bo ni nya huto ekabo mo Ghana be nya huto ekabo mo ni nya huto ye wo don na yo kabo mo na yo
Yadi nchia emamo baby bia wo se wo America memu se wo outside America you are fa na nyina ye chiamo sine anwum ni sikan ye no odon ye se ye kambo mu a o man ni bedi ye enen so dwumedie a ya to ne din se the truth matters na ye de Abraham life e wo Fire One TV, Fire One Radio. Mo amhwehwen e wo Facebook, yesterday mo be follow yen na ma like your page or YouTube nso please subscribe to your YouTube channel. Your TF4 mo radio nso so your best rest mo be visit your Facebook and YouTube and subscribe. Wow advert bia per se Fire One or the Fire One Jumedie so a sponsor. You are more than welcome to contact us. You can email us or call us. Numbers never screen so no you can call. We'll welcome you and help you out. Munya suna munti na ende yedin sempi na ebremu ye ni nnuamba maslai ewo ha ye correspondent our Ghana so e de updates ebe brain and there were other guests and so idea on beba program ne so enti muya so na muntie yada mase
This is 51 Radio. Thanks for listening.
Yo, yet to Mediani, so Yan say mumre will go to business. You know, Bema Sly, your line is so I know, say, or you're ready for today's program. Ti Mediminia Bema so Namama Nakwaba. Na ye be sebis had now watching the senior isikoye. Na ye did mediano atwaso. Hello.
Hello.
Minya Bema apum.
You want more, you're queen, Maja. No.
Yamiase, and now watching the same coy.
I watching it, Jadum, Ibiako, Boko, a Jayada Sore, Yakwajuma, a Sababidu, a baby beer, a little map from Mudin, a Hodeno, Action Hoda, and see now what you're getting, Yadum, as Sugamua.
Yamiase. Now watching so be bring a course so away my garden. I will say, Uti be your videos be a show, but before then, I mean, I'm saying, presidential correspondent or name multimedia, Yojuma, Ewa Ghana, the update be brain, and to be obe joining in. But my ashasi na yedi Jumedi na shishaso. So many be yeah if yina yambo your bray ye na yina yedi ye emerson some sembi akoso wo na watwetwe mu na ebie sidada na ebi nso aba bɛka ho me wɔ videos bi a me show na mama me nua bɛma I reacted to this video but before then no say your correspondent na bɛka yɛn nsa nti no mema ɔno di kind in the reports no aba na ɔde bɛwie a yɛatoa nea yɛyɛ no so. Okay, hello, Mr. Brobe. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Mr. Brobe?
Yes, I can hear you.
We'll try our best to put him through. We're not connecting really well with him. Okay, are you ready with Mr. Elton Brobe, all the way from Ghana, with the presidential news update every. Hello, Mr. Brobe.
Yes, hello, good evening. Hello.
Mr. Brobe, what's to make patrol?
Yes, I can hear you, but it looks like you can't hear me. Hello.
What's make Mr. How was your week and how was the week like in Ghana?
Well, it was a good week. If you can hear me, it was a good week. The week is coming to a close, so we are getting better. It went very well. Remember that the Electoral Commission wind up the registration process. I don't know if you can hear me loud.
Okay, Mr. Go ahead with the report because I'm really finding it hard to hear on my end, but I do know your voice is going through the stream. Timpacho, go ahead with the report. I'll do my best to read carpet and hear it later.
Well, so if you can hear me, I was talking about the fact that the week ended with the Electoral Commission bringing the curtain down on the registration of voters for the December 7th general elections. At the end of the process, which ended this afternoon, the EC says that it has yet to put together the final list for the December 7th general elections. But what they are talking about is over 16 million registered voters that they were able to cover within the over 1 month period that the exercise lasted. The Greater Accra leads with over 20% of the registered voters, followed by the Ashanti region, almost 18%. These are just provisional figures because the EC says that they will work out the figures by this week, and then hopefully for Monday they will hold a news conference and they disclose to the people of Ghana how many people registered, how many people are facing challenge with their registration details, and then when they hope to exhibit the final register, and then accept it as the means by which electors can go to the polls and vote in December 7th. So remember that this particular exercise was characterized by accusations and counter-accusations, especially from the two leading political parties, the NDC and the NPP. While the NDC said that some people were disenfranchised because they were presumed to be foreigners, even though according to the NDC they are Ghanaians, they claimed that this intimidation and harassment spearheaded by the security agencies was mainly concentrated in their strongholds, and they consistently brought to the fore what they described as intimidation and harassment engineered by the government in conjunction with the security forces and the Electoral Commission. But despite all of this, the EC says that they have held one of the most transparent registration process, and they are hoping that they will put the issues before the people of Ghana, hopefully next week, for them to understand the voters register that we are taking into the December 7th general elections. And if they have any challenge, we are told about 300,000 people who registered are having their application challenged by some other people. They will go through all of this. If there is merit in it, they will use the law governing the registration to punish these people. If they have to restore their voter ID card, they will do so. Remember already that the NDC parliamentary candidate for Cape Coast North is already facing a similar charge. He was deemed to have provided false information when he went to the registration center to register. The Electoral Commission put together a committee. The committee investigated. They came to the conclusion that he indeed provided false information, and for that reason, his voter's ID card was taken away from him. He filed an appeal. The appeal is pending. We are waiting to hear the final conclusion on this matter. So that's it about the Electoral Commission. Next week, we will know the final figure, and they also know when the EC will do the exhibition, and they will also know the final voters register that will go into the December 7th general elections. But let's talk about the presidency for a while, because last week he was busy out and about. We were in the Eastern region for 2 days. It was the tour of the Eastern region where some development projects were commissioned and some sword cutting ceremony for work to start on some of them. But before we embark on that Eastern regional tour, the president unveiled the first set of vehicles assembled in Ghana by VW. VW is a global giant in the car manufacturing space, and they took advantage of the government automobile rollout, which saw an amendment to the customs law before Parliament, which now says that you cannot import into the country salvage vehicles or vehicles that are 18 years old. Now, the reason behind the customs law, which was passed in Parliament in March, is to allow for the assembly of vehicles in Ghana. Already we have VW, Nissan, we have Sinotruk, and 2 other car manufacturing companies. They've all decided to set up their plants here and then start the assembly of vehicles in Ghana. VW has become the first to formally assemble vehicles in Ghana with Ghanaian engineers together with their foreign counterparts And on Monday, they unveiled their first set of vehicles assembled in the country. And for the first time, I mean, per the advertisement that they've put out there, they are selling vehicles, brand new vehicles, going for 69,000 cedis. That is the starting, and some as much as 500,000 Ghana. So that's about almost 100,000 United States dollars. Now, government is of the view that there will be technology transfer. It will create employment, because according to them, in coming up with this policy to encourage vehicle manufacturers to set up plants in Ghana, they looked at the country's import bill. And if you look at the country's import bill, 3 commodities is responsible for the depreciation of our city, because we take so much dollars and then bring in goods into the country. And importation of vehicles was identified as one of them. So government's cure to this particular issue was to now talk to these vehicle manufacturers to see the need to come to Ghana, set up their plants here, produce, and then sell to the Ghanaian and the West African market. By so doing, the cash here is that government is hoping that they will be able to reduce our import bill, which means that more dollars, we wouldn't need to convert our currency to dollars to import these vehicles, because the vehicles are already being manufactured here in the country. So to deal with this and to ensure that there's ready market for some of these companies, they have passed a law. There's an amendment to the customs law, which was passed in March in Parliament. Now, some of the details in the law is that you can no longer import salvage vehicles into the country from November 1. From November 1, accident vehicles that people import from the US to Ghana, refurbish it and sell it in the open market. From November 1, the law says that you can no longer import salvage vehicles into the country. Also, you can no longer import vehicles that are 15 years and above. That is it. So these are the rules. And President Akufo-Addo was on Monday at KMTC Hotel to unveil the first set of vehicles assembled in Ghana by VW, and that is already in the market. We are told that Nissan, Sino, Sinotruk, which is a Chinese company, and a few others are also in the process of, producing for the Ghanaian market and also for the West African market. After which, the president embarked on the Eastern Regional Tour. He also went to his hometown of Chebi to formally register to participate in the December 7th general elections. One of the requirements to contest the presidency in the country is that you must be a registered voter. If you are not a registered voter, you will not be qualified to participate in the election. So the president of Akufo-Addo went to his hometown to register to participate in the December 7th general election. Already the candidate for the MPP, John Dramani Mahama, the NDC's presidential candidate, was also in his hometown of Bole Bamboy in the northern region to also register. So now you can say that the stage is set now for the campaigns to start. We are going to hear a campaign of ideas. That's what we've been promised in the midst of COVID. And then that will give the people of Ghana the platform to make an informed decision as to who they want to entrust the destiny of the country for the next 4 years. And so it's been so. I mean, some Court of Appeal judges who had also gone through the vetting process in Parliament were also sworn in to begin their work. So, Sika, in a wrap, this has been the issues in Ghana. We still have COVID-19. The latest count from the Ghana Health Service this afternoon indicates that our daily case report is coming down. Now we have over 2,300 active cases. We witnessed over 30,000 discharges. We've not recorded any deaths today. Yesterday we recorded 7, but our case count has come down. Now people on admission receiving treatment is 2,300. The Ghana Health Service says that it is a good step towards the fight against COVID-19. What I'm thinking is that by the end of this month, President Akufo is likely to lift the restriction on our borders, which means our borders will be open for people who are outside of the country, want to visit the country, can now fly into the country. But when you get here, you have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks at your own expense before you can be allowed to join the general population.
Wow, that sounds like a lot was unfold during the week. Can I ask a quick question in regards to the COVID? Because I saw the video of President Nana Akufo-Addo in his hometown going to register, but I didn't see that like the protocols put in place with the 6 feet distancing. I didn't see that being observed.
Well, we're part of the entourage. When the president went to the Rock of Ages Electoral Center to register, that's been the place he's voted since the country returned to constitutional rule in 1992.
Mr.
So
Brobe?
we were there with him. Yes, I can hear you. So we're there with the president for him to go through the registration process. He himself has been very consistent in terms of adhering to the social interventions that they've put in place. But, just like when former President Rawlings started to go and monitor the ongoing registration process at NEMA, where a large number of people, because of his presence, came to sort of mob him, he had to cut short his tour because they had virtually decided to throw into the wings the protocol of social distancing. So the same thing happened at Chibi when the president went there. He is the president, obviously. When he is such a place, people would like to come and catch a glimpse of him and all that. So it was difficult controlling the crowd, but it wasn't at the registration itself. It was quite orderly. It was after that people wanted to get close to him, and then some wanted to share pleasantries and all that. It was difficult to control the crowd because word had actually gone there that he was on his way. Some people actually passed maybe before we got there. So that is the issue. But in terms of the fight, according to the Ghana Health Service, per the pictures or the update that they released today, I want to go over the numbers. We have recorded 436 new cases from 800. So that according to the Ghana Health Service is a good step. So overall, we have confirmed cases of 40,533. We recorded 206 deaths. The last 7 deaths came in 48 hours ago, and 37,702 have been discharged. They've recovered and been discharged. So our active case now is 2,225. That is as far as COVID is concerned.
Okay, we thank you so much for your time and for this update. Hopefully, we will get you back in coming week to bring us more. And we thank you so much for your precious time. Be safe and stay blessed.
Sure, you too, and have a very wonderful weekend.
No correct ye ni bi wo baby a oman baako na pe ene ye wo. That was Mr. Elton Brobe bringing us the update what went on in Ghana, and we really do appreciate him for doing this. Mr. Sly, all I know so. Hello.
Hello, mommy.
Yeah. Okay. Back to business. I'm say Ote report Nikakra.
Well, my second tobacco.
Wow. Really sorry about that. I think we had a difficult technical issues going on. So, but our listeners and viewers had the opportunity to hear that. So I will send you a copy of that, and maybe we'll discuss that in coming week.
Okay.
All right. So before I said, Mami show your video ni be na me hear your reaction to that in just a second. I will do that.
Any accident atade asekyerɛ ne sɛ Ghana fo ɛwɔ broche nyina di dwumadie bi aba Ghana baako pɛ a yɛde yɛmbrɛ sumo sisi ato ano yɛbɔ saa ne sɛ suahuri ne nimdi a yɛakɔsua ne wɔ amanɔne no yɛnyankopɔn se ɛmmra so sɛ yɛde ba yɛ man Ghana mu bɛkyerɛkyerɛ na nkyiri ma so nya ahotɔ enti Ghana ma yɛwɔ amanɔne nyinaa yɛnka yɛn ho mmɔmmɔe sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛda yɛso yi bɛtumi aba mu yɛde animdeɛ ne yɛnyansa atena koaso mu akyɛ dodo ɔhaw a yɛde ɛfiri ɔma yi mu kɔ amanɔne no saa haw na da so wɔ hɔ a ɛnkɔ baabiara na awerɛwosɛm kɔ ɛwɔ mu ne sɛ yɛn nuanom a yɛfɛ nsuo so de kɔ amanɔne no bebree no a na nwene wɔn kwa ɛsene wɔn a wɔkɔduro yɛn Nyankopɔn se ɛnkoasom na yɛsom na afei deɛ yɛde kɔ awieyɛ mesrɛ mo ɔman bebrebe a yɛbi ama na yɛyie yɛn so yɛduru yɛ so ɔman Ghana yɛn so yɛbɛtumi ayɛ ama na yɛyie ɔman bi te sɛ Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea, China, Dubai, any of my old be a power yasun one more menchiri menya auto. Nina say, Mommy and Gina come away. No baby any or baby or my Ghana my I guess I any around Grangre. Yadi to America. Says ya gospel in market trema so say. Ghana man penny when you penny for a man Yinamo sorry waka. Na yesu o mai mwe ni Nyankopon fa ho mobro o mai mobo no ma
causing unlawful damage to any property for merely uttering words criticizing the police officer who has become a pliant tool in the hands of Afenyo Market. If he can be arrested and with the speed of light arraigned before a court of competent jurisdiction, charged with offensive conduct and all that, are you telling me that the Minister of State who goes to a polling station without any provocation, because I've listened to your correspondence, including the correspondent for Joy FM and other media houses who were there, that there was no provocation of any sort at that center. Before she got there with her goons, there was absolute peace and calm at that voting center. There had not been any violent incident at that voter registration center that day. She gets there, pulls a gun, shoots sporadically at people, and please, those shots were not warning shots. I've listened to correspondence of Adom FM, Joy News, and other media men who have been at the scene. We've seen bullets which have pierced through containers. If those shots were warning shots, we wouldn't have seen that evidence at the scene. And so these were targeted shots aimed at taking out the targets. The woman says that she can't even identify the gun she fired because her police escort had not come to work at the time. She can't even identify the gun, meaning that the gun is not licensed to her name. Before today, our National Youth Organizer has called on all party supporters to defend themselves in line with the right to self-defense provided under the Constitution. And today we are reiterating that call. Comrades who are listening to us this afternoon, do not sit aloof and allow these cowards and criminals to beat you, maim you, and even kill you. You have a right to defend yourselves. Mobilize yourself. Come together. Whatever you can get you can get to defend yourself against harm, against death, do so. Call on us anytime you need any support, and we will stand by you every step of the way to make sure that we resist this oppressive rule, this rule of terror and tyranny we are all being subjected to. And we know we shall prevail at the end of the day. But we have also cautioned members of our security agencies who still have their conscience intact, their integrity intact, and who are not happy with what is happening, that they must rise up and be counted. This is the time for them to act. Today, the Ghana Armed Forces is being bastardized. As for the police, they've been rendered useless by this government, which has bastardized all state security agencies. But there are good people in there, and I dare say that the good people in there are in the majority. And that is why we are appealing to their conscience that people are giving the institutions you belong to a bad name. This is the time to act. As for the MPP hoodlums and bandits and their collaborators in our state security agencies, like Honorable Levy said, power is transient. December 7th is not far. The next NDC government will fish all of them out, including the policemen in uniform, that police commander at the Futu, including all of them, Afenyo Mark, and all these members of parliament. And that is why he said that we are all in this country who know what is happening. You can consider that as a threat or a warning, because that day is coming, and it is coming really quick. We will fish all of them out and deal with them drastically, including the men in army uniforms, police uniforms, and all of them. Apart from standing up to their intimidation now, apart from mobilizing ourselves to defend our people through every legitimate means, we will ensure when that day of reckoning comes, when that day of accountability comes, we will ensure that there is retribution. And that is why the international community, our religious bodies, civil society organizations who are not happy with what is happening.
I'm in touch. You see, and that boy is bad boy.
Boy, man, okay.
Sammy Jemfi is a bad boy.
Adain.
Or try say obe create confusion ewo Ghana. Obe chaos. But onye be man chewo bia. Sammy Jemfi nye be a small boy, a small fry. When it comes to violence, he should be warned. Because my honey video bia all warning a soldier for.
Yes.
Yes.
That's unscrupulous security men.
Yes.
Omo unscrupulous. And you nyina.
Yes. This boy, hey, well, nerves, so he got nerves. I'm surprised that and a soldier for United to democracy. Now, I'm just sure that on one founder, hey, cool, no, I won't. Because he won't talk the way he's talking to military. And we'll flush them out. Now, all but the band will flush it will be out. I didn't think I was just a Jumako. Maybe a violence warrior, a Jumako. At 2
Yes, a Jumako constituency. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think a press conference and one more a Jumako. At 2 Kofanko from Kumasi, macho men, and firstly asking people to register, barring them from other constituencies. I didn't think Asami Jemfi one can was. You see, Mimi Tia, minimum Ibeni, we are constituency, and a minimum cleaning, a minimum Asini, Ubia, Asin Central, near Tuabaco. Me bedroom and son of Miti. Minti Bibiasa, just the registration has been so peaceful. And here was over press conference. No, but Mimi constituency say here Pamoy before. What kind of stupidity is that?
No, but the point is
No. Now, let me dare him. Violence. Sammy Jampi a Bema when you meet. Who make a throw? Hey, I am a dean on your Bema. Where small. Wait, let me a moment in beat 3 seconds. Obanino. What are you mean? Mr. Mama Martin be just 3 seconds.
Asempa FM.
I don't know Kasasa. Officer Memani ha, ya mani say the peaceful atmosphere now. Yeah, enjoy. Please, I enjoy. The boy speaks with venom, and nobody is saying anything.
But why don't you rather look at what he's saying?
And painful, I want Ghana. MPP in a cockaya. MPP in a cockaya. They'll quickly go and put on their castle to go and complain. This boy, I said this boy. No.
Yo, Minya Bema. Let me say, what her video no kakra, right?
Why?
Now, where hunya ekoso. Question to you in reacting to this. No, say there was a memo echo ana manyuku esi eye woniema ewo maim.
Adema kwa Ghana ama omane ko nanim se sabio tafrache obi etimi gina bia ka bibia wo pebia sede be free wanu aba sede obesi aka no wakoko ewo kokko so ewo wadwene mu eye papo eye boni o okane wa na ye wa abonten no sebe ye dia ko ye dia aye kitigi sanse ebi o a Ghana for name bebre prehwehwemu Ghana for this fast food obekwa no one well no afako wo akoti se wono akwa no na de ye nyesa first one the press conference now granted say incident is here from their all coming just say there's an evidence there will be a video evidence there will be a recording evidence in nature you have to channel through proper acquire before survey but say ekopase acquire threat say ya because some now work canon say ba ebia we never be never be to be defend you be obia man for gather o na ade bia obenya obi be defend you be afa what does that what assemble na work can say be one cut to us one kasem one ka ba asem but when it comes to self defense ye nyere nim die ohia enye kede ade a sebe edi anasa no nam twetwede it is asema ba na we press conference ese ohu nsemu a obechusu na me to nyira de na me bisa mo se sebi o won cry na se dokone sitamale a obeda batamle sa abele mu ha it is on se Ghana my ma se yensia bibia na da last week mekano afi bia ye beto abapia obi bewu obi bayira obi bepra asem beto obi ni nyira ya sabi oyo se bia we meeting committee press conference na kidigidi beto anamo sabi bi ko bom ne mani paya ono no ya press conference ebi kura wo mahempo
David
but as one talk palabia na se bi ko bi ma me fa esam ho ya de dan so enam se bia nipa ne tumi ni ntino na de sansem ni nyina ba naka first etu no asem ma me at time se sabiempo MP and a minister what ko ba bi ko ye registration ma me etu to de entwaye so entwaye registration here in fact etu na ya wo de ko no entwa even president lanka private register 1 to 2
David
na president afrache MP and as a minister and akotutu nti honi de entwaye nti say one na wo hem braso no ya de famra paso
enokre
I know na last na make can say sabi obi a wo ye kroma o ye atuate se bia no ana say o de nsemfun bia na nsemfun bia no o nyina so ya si different ni beto bo abo no ni nansi bi so na hye nsem so nti no tia nipa na agenda wo ye no oh mo of president mo of judge me na police commander me say intino bibia wo ward mo no ho ba intino so wo konkura na wonyine ho anani ade na higher pay krum na dabia na supreme ka say dabia yan ko ye registration insem bebre oh na ne nyina no eka ekogina yi se adwuma yeso so ade a higher bebre so that mame ma ya ha example kakra ye wo akora wa ha owo ni wi ana ye the birth certificate ama akora ni wakɔgye ID card. So ɔgye ne ID card edu tama so kaka wagye ne driving license. Saa nneɛma wei a ɛna ɔde nam so ɛto n'aba. Yɛso deɛ yɛkan mfie dan ba yɛto aba wie December no a na yi sɛ akɔpɔ mo document. Mfie dan no aka bɛyɛ bisu mi nsia ama yɛbɛto aba no yɛsɛ yɛyɛ vote registration. Oh, fine. I think that problem we say, Mammy say Ghana is easy as sa omanamo and I said Ghana ma abai. I Francis Sayan to wa a bema Ghana niba piano. Sabi ye big idea yediba register. Idea say this ID card, then be a man of catch us a mammy. I think be a better up and be a sense of business.
Wow.
Because any say Ghana ya will be crana. Or the birth certificate. Obi problem finish date. Ya don't know. Obo akwa ni papa date of birth no dey ato no ho so. But obo he die ya wo no na e bi a date was 16 ho awani. Obo he ne yesi e wo me brother. Eso be 16 we na e nkwada anasa ya wada. Ene ne fa.
No correct.
Ese se abano isi no etimi nya office bi. Ege ya to about Yato abawie no yes obia timi kɔ hɔ ekɔdin ID card mam tio nti the ID card process will start from after say ya immigration awie yɛti aban foforo so the abani ebu oman starting na mabu no otimi kɔ hɔ da bia na ɛkyina na wakɔdo ID card nti eduru say ya beto aba ɛnyɛ hɔ de ɛkɔyɛ vote na ID card ɛhɔ wo confirm say udin ɛwɔ listening. I randomly. Then the census a yabro. Buffy any person na waha. No one feeling force now the call. Menka ma tama yabe trouble and said me call me ID card ko trouble. No ID card ni dada. Abandon in some ID card. Biti woso. Enti die yasala no. Bituru wa slide. Biti slide. Yet me ID card at home. Nipa na he number no I follow list no I take me I will say more card na me call
yeah
na kana dia dia ma be to aba ye vote e ho ofiri ho a ukotworo di o ye wala ya ukotworo di wo ho na wala ya wa tom print ya bo nsan wo ho ye wi asa konya no da la ye twa apucha ye twa apucha wi a first ne kora na ne na yesikoti kujaba be wajira wa ma ne wo ma picture ne wo asa Astana ya yehu yes some free way home adabia ya to about sese ya say yes na who said that to about we omonjuma no say as so mu setimamu phobia any ID card I am to about mami that bia assassin we say MPPO NDC obia zamba obeka adon toko be do registration they don't talk say ya de bia wa ya to abani wie na obi di ni da MPB di ni da obi anya ni DC no obi anya ni hwa ne no na wo de obusu no ye na yi opapa musa kwa na yi
wow
ya su bi free mu ya to aba free 92
yeah no correct me no be my twa also me wo obi wo line so you know be ma bin so e wa homa ne so a Memo no so the report kakra na me bisa ne nsɛmsɛm ɛfa ene topic ya ho ɔno wo Kumase impatemu ho no mo me put it through see na wa join yen ɛwɔ Facebook and YouTube I saw so be share ye program no na akwa ekyire na afoforo nso etie nia ekoso na aboa ye nyina na niema nyina etumi adana kwan so. Many of them also free. Mr. Why you ready? I made the whole air to so and tea.
Okay, madam. You got your ready.
All right. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Yo, Yamawakwaba at above fire one.
But you read me so, and then you bring our Ghana, which are Ghana for you, and any penny for any sisters. Yeah, our US. Any USF and any Omuti Fire One FM, SFF Fire One TV.
Yo.
Where the hello?
Yeah, Mr. So be introduced soon. Kakra na what was
But your friend also a free because a free Ghana. But me Ochecheni and I'm say blogger. It's a articles and a new media platforms over Ghana. But your Edikan, I measure say free Mempesua, ya meto aba, also a figure sector east constituency, Ashanti region. But your registration, echo, certain member of parliament, or the Mempesua, honorable maybe in Cancer Boadu, be supervised, or Manema. BBR course kama obechiche sanitizers any nose mask and my workers needs. After registration, professional results are and as a provisional when persons register 62,327 as compared to 2019, not 2019, 70,750. I just have a deficit of 8,423 with no keys. Say their registration in Kosovo, ya bubinum, and I say, Sir Basabasayano, be uncoso, Sir Impeso as well. Let me patch on me back national issue concerning the whole registration. Meti analysts and our panelists be analyze issues no. Seriously, this registration obie ni one ma obejan baby aka say a cool year or kind of cray Mr. President Nana Akufo-Addo ebe kumase aswase ebe ka say on TBBA and I say ogun bibia say registration na ekoso no pasabasa ebi anase watini anase wakami bia eden aba so me pacho meja wa fidie so aka say nokre bia enim the president ekan na endada ye say asonso na president ekokan sa asem sa asonso na email video ana report nipa bi according to reports, yes, or your MPP, Budo measurements, actually a 2 policeman, so na military personnel and so then
I didn't know
arresting all because of say, according to reports, no, that police personnel no mutaka a guy. On about Mutaka, NDC parliamentary candidate or Aswanse constituency home. Now, I say Nabasa, be Koso, and say a binum Efa and Kuala, and as students from different parts of Kumasi about that Aswanse on my day, register. So, that security personnel no call say, Obama at least, Obama say peace and order, and it's an man. Pepe akoso or that sentence but and me then Uncle Bansa. I know Anton Che a adwa such a dumase and so NDC one of their registration agents and also polling station agents nibi and also so yakobo no wono Emma mitwe ho kra article
ono so den o so ye
ono so so ko challenge say akola bi enya 18 years Emma ono so ya born Emma me friend ene ni di enkomo ya ojitu anaso okache me say no kre said them tie no ko challenge ene abon Emma ni ba adum nyina ma atwe sa article na ba out afi so yehwe other part of Ghana K2 South and as a water regional yehwe military personnel intimidation omo den they call that area honum seriously what is going on is not good. Say it putting measures in place say foreigners emba register and on yes a kwan we na eden ye fa so na ade ba ko a echi ye nwanwa kra e wo mi say you see previous register na na ye wo no according to EC no was say a booted because they suspect say they have what foreigners eden a woman. Yes, but this year, yes, K2 South one man, na say, a year a man for being a eden, aba, a whole ebe register, somewhere Ghana form. Yes, 2016 and I say 2019 register that na eden, ikutana, no, 149,219, and I know what that register. But as at now, new register we even say results na enyano e provisional ECP enyanye den e approve my na say the almost already objection say your duplicate be den esa wo. So as per now information ayo and say nipa 149,220 and I eden a register. And according to information, so Miss Mia, then you receive here any the bad news or it means that yes, I won't confukobia or went to me and register. Ya come in your quenya new register and kebebo the a register then. In the question you will say, I want to say, Sanko for no moving. And I said, almost every our nearby countries need to be registered.
Now, maybe so, Mohono deal with that huge deficit. No, Nipa normal way, Omen Yakwayan register, and now more patches any pana no more was so that I no more and move to me beside.
Well, deficit now, I know say registration and Casa, and I'm some corner. Cluster basis meaning nipa no bebree enya ho anye den register and a permit information no according to COVID-19 no nipa no bebree enso so esuru sa osuru nti omo amba amati amanye de register but per all my conclusions no me who say enam cluster basis na eden ye enu nti na ama nipa bebree yentimi an capture mo because say ye cluster ni na say normal registration at first near and say call police station baby at about or machines ni do on no register. Yes, Quebec capture baby. But cluster basis no the same thing. So we in the 30 or we town way 6 days, 7 days, no more different town. Into it create a lot of problem. Then we're into a huge deficit. I was saying. And me passion registration in there and penny baby say, Ucha and Contumpo, the Bima, what to ask them, Asheda. He say, Kavio. Ucha enkuntumpo edi bima what we asem asheda san empenyinka de ntia mi bu sa be we say ye pese anasa me pese isi eye exhibition ni bibie wie ansa na eden ya comment e wo enema ni bi na de ntia mi bu sa be we titiw ni say ye see register ekuta nipa 15.7 up to 16 million bleated. But right now, according to provisional results, we are having the same number, 16.something million. And no crown and nippon will be any aquina, uncle register. A cranny. Not just say, Yalibia my any registration and Kibinia more than that. And Adia Bakwa and so we putting in place and sign a registration with ACOSO, any population census. Anything there easy, Utu Sana Mono, as a population census, Eden, ACOSO. A whole and I'll be any pa after no munya 18 or munya 18. Ube capture sad date and in Eden. Oh, not why then. Why analysis and how I predict say I feel we register na ebe. Yeah, likely say you bet me nipa 20 million and now say 25 million and now 20 million. Then register. But Ghana Statistical Service omo ntimi ama sa dwumadi na anyede. Ama so enti ishi eko sa dwumadi we mu no. Ahyase ni nyina wo nim number omo ye den.
Omo targeting.
Omo expecting and I say yes, they don't know their target. Enti me bena mi buye no. Me pese ye de asem we ye den ye konkon ho. Ya me boa. Ye tonsu aguso say the be den e be nyini. Ni nya ho nsema ye den aka because already they are failed. Ade system a ye see ye duplication ewu enim no. And maybe ye bi.
Wow.
And maybe ye den ye bi enti yemfa eno anya den entum chen na yenko binu na eden akane so. Me pacho ye ko corruption issue na. Always be me kase corruption enye entokwa eye abankwa na eden. Ekon. Nimum citizens ni na eye okokasi a eden ese eden yekun Prime Minister bi ewo Singapore na asamo o kan na da bia me na me friends and me seniors here da bia meka Prime Minister no o say either I get corrupted and put my family members on the list of richest people in the world and leave my people with nothing. Or I serve my country, my people, and let my country be in the list of the best 10 economic countries in the world. You say your politicians no. One assassin will do so. Ministers no. One assassin ways. Fighting corruption no. And you say we establish some institutions we say we deal with corruption and they say we did and also all fight that corruption. But a commitment.
Yeah, and no kind it should start from the bottom and work its way up. It was such as few.
Sir. And I President Tebo Mbeki, where South Africa man penya, watchum. Now ex-president, any Jacob Zuma. In 2005, 14th of June 2005 as I'm making. A chief for me patrol Mongo because and then in the I have and I say I been Minkanesa. 2005 June 14th. That was Tuesday. Special prosecutor etna assembly so South Africa. Yeah, assembly no Durban High Court. Assembly ni tinti mu an say Jacob Zuma eden ho ayeden akwahye some corruption. President Thabo Mbeki decision will take and say or sack the vice president. A nation, big nation like South Africa. Now president has sacked the vice president all because of say ordinary corruption cases. In the young who say Ghana bit not take step in Ghana. Your my way corruption issues be brave allegations and scandals be brave aba intimi take any step. Intimi take any step. Into Canada Japan e can be was say PDS scandal ne buy no was say mu ye saa nneema we no e be ye den no akwa prosecute NDC for because enipa so we obi kasa na otene won sa e hwe ne so a de aka ennan ne ye den e hwe so into ye say we ye den e no akwa kan obi de o ye den no akwa kan obi de na che so man na ye o ni de politicians e de ye ntimufo no e bi agoro omuba no maka sembebe akire omuba no ma be kan no ma be sese bia no ma dia momofo ayekese no omoko efie na omona fofo na nso aba no omuso abe sese bia no ma di no muso kofie nti oman no ye kwan
Mira bema bedo wase se unya akwaja da oba dwumadi esuende
enka we de me pa chawa ka me de ayiba ku twam na we de me sewa o mbe no enso so me sewa
mateme ma wa
me recommend some point be ema Ghana politicians and I say we are some fan nyina o mu a etie nyina so mu ko tie ana o mu ko ready sa poem no mu fa mu aba na mo fa ebeboaye ama ye man so eden eko anim poem ni the title the no coffin no grave by Gerard Anjaren, a Kenyan poet. As our poet we in some way woman and I'm a name to me born tofa a politician be a no Kenya yeah or no na bra ba live or no kwenefu ena na oyeden odwen ho ondwen ne manfo oyeden ehun na mra owuye no enka politician de say ye man penye otwam Professor Mills na mi fa ne kansie ye owuye ya ye man state burial fefe no sa politician ni de owuye no wenya bibia state burial ya man because of Nabrabo Eden Olivier and you say Ghana the literature tone Ghana politicians ama Ghana are a place for no dreams for citizens me dawase
say yetun safra one puputi na waba menim sa se maka na ebedu echire na yempanyimfo ne nso omo betie na sopem no maya ama hoto aba ama echire banfo no ombadwen nipa e wo man ni mu na ankoye omonko amu ho no maya adwuma ne yie yeda ase nyame nhia
that's pa
bye bye yo mini abe maslai oh so wawate nia every kumase mpatemu ne wabona afa bebia amebi kwa ko wiase afa de nyina
amze dynamica na obeka bitu aso sanse sele o sikan so wa shock aka o ma figures di
Yeah.
149,018, 218. And our registration is called 149,220. And then Abrusu too. Or better chess. Say, Dimukwa by a cababros. I know you kind of a big debate because the more registrations are, I mean, JHSS, whatever, or my 8 years of it, my register. A woman said, if you must have what you come outside back, if you crack up, Kumasi, or be fishing yaba, you know, to me go back and cover register, one or bit my register.
I just hope so. Best constitution, there were many Munaka baby out to Biano. To me, etna vote too many because I say, Kowechi, ye say, brasse no. The better send a benyesika, if you say, oh, many mayadi. No, Befaka may call her, cause a honana me wo. Na makwa concern ko register wo and then so back on one na mess no near koso no. That is what is happening right now.
I mean, I know na make kan ho asem say yes no ne ababia we nyam pipinya NPC
David
ababia ne yes no ebe ya adwuma omupa just district bia because so baby a woto aba no district na wo no district no office na so bia office wo ha. What do you criticize? I mean, birth certificate. What you birth certificate here? And what I want, what do you register? What I can? It is a new part to say that I want to know what committee said. Yes, it will be the minor, or more than 100 to a that be a fibia, your 12 years as a wish. And I'm 10 years, and you must lie, and a trauma. Said district, office, a 1 year registration. And you never be a person or to a baby, or district office. Now, I didn't free because he said, Obi birth certificate. Yes, 200 Ghana, 20 Ghana, 100, my friend said, Scabia, as I say, chair connection. My I didn't free for office way. So, Kumasia, a be our district tower. What district? So, what came here? What district? What 2 birth certificate? What do you hear? Nipa already started. Office no, are you 2 different people? People are more higher birth certificate no, and more year registration no. It say or the card the certificate here. What call register? It nipa no or what card or voting ID card ne dada.
Yeah.
And that's a number 2 about number register. It is one by send nipa no option. Send nipa no kwankwaje. Akwa birth certificate you trace or what do ID card you trace Ghana are free, but acquire your first idea free. No, enjoy it. I need to know that be able to stand for the Quanaket get it. And no and ID card, oh, because your census name. It is a easy no creative office be. I had your son or many dinner. It was about to easy what do my embrace. I said, they say he's in the grand number of people. I
like what he says. There was some taking census of number of people within the country at that particular time. No, before and some share registration. I have a video of microphobia. Me say yeah, che omo sunyani mpate mo baby. Mofi I think Ivory Coast eba be register. Oma be kra to me be register wi. Almost sayako.
Sir.
Na say anko mu take census na ga busafo oma ombeba no mu ni records mu. Sanka mu ntumi register. Anka soldier for e di oma kogu border so say ni nyina anka enye necessary.
I won't hear mommy a waste of money. A waste of money because say scandal would ya for Sudani amana kwa border so. Who feed in 3 times a day. Ubema no pay is cow the money ground. It is how to say easy. Now we criticize our office no. That's what baby no. That be a debate Monday through Friday. We say 8 to 4. Ko office way, ko do press set. Who we are to ID card. Into your ID card no what? You can know the twaba. Now you pray me there. Afibia you have about from. Over say terrible and today be a ID card. And then you blue China pink. And then you pink and China purple. If you purple and you call Caribbean PBR. Just to change that your confusion man. But sir, you Timmy accredit office na obi a won ID card me wo kuma say na me kosunya ya enam card na mo enam chese bo kwara so kuma say me te kwara so ntino ese me fi sunya kwara so register problem ni ma me yati obu ha o Tennessee we move from Tennessee back Colorado me boa as you to about go Tennessee na go to about
that was what I was saying it was so to me update system no na to me bua ni panel mo wo man mu nyina
na me pro arabo pa because say me da what say o ka say o mo ye we nyina wi we nya bi aduma ti sky e baba bobo registration no ti sky e de baba bobo a kiro that's kind of so papa ya be wa ma wa ko hwebu a e bu ba 60% e wo bi goto
wow
registration ma ya be obi be toka wo obi be sifie wo ho wa hwe ko obi be ware wo ho obi su kra de be ko vacation across jet time can say would ba as to the answer and to ya to yin to ya no omwa aban ye da kwasha aban o but aban important ba bi ni yin se juma nti yin na so say da bia ya to aba in some way we are ko ba nyina ma ne wa hwa yin ni bia no ba bi ya no o dia no ma TV so ma ba bia be ya no so we says ma be ya no
ye de fedu medie so yesre yisi penyin se utia yesro so be ba na wa ba be ma clarification brana be clear wo ewo Fire One TV Fire One radio so na nipa wo manim ne wo mo akwantu mu omu nyina bete se scan he pa ne fire se mudi ne ma to na akwan yi is say nipa ebi afa ho ewu just registration ho
yes why we say omo otra 1 week register the party 1 week na ya ba ba bia meti 1 week na se be nya time am anama kwa na ya free na ya come for front say 20-30 months away as say me pack up busa ho say Ghana for the person be nya sa openo so our opening pa obenya sa sika no so nya sika no pa obenya sa emere no
na wakwakoye
sa me faka akodi laso ne duru mi so a batwobidi na woni ba na bobo no kra wanye na wodi tukwan obeda ba sa wonyina ya ade a e se ye tini ya ho aduma because ya to aba sebe amama bi munya independent and munya independent chama me ka so wo krumu asama me ka sem so wo krumu a alatafo ajom de buga na pa ne abato ajom de buga na pa no amama be ajom de buga na pa abato na de a omu de buya be never registration no say ato abawie no obi anko I don't know omu de buya na so hwehwe mu a omu hwehwe so ya registration kwa dipa tudo say na film I don't know munya hwehwe mu I don't know ade a ha ya me abegina TV so na mama nyina ni atika na abato ho ya to abato aso bi ma me to da ebi wo ha ya na obe ese so mummene ntesuo
so ko kasa obenya asem ntinu
obenya asem na me ka ni nyina enye wo moa because IP no a oba ayi no beginning no kwa wo primaries no gra no corruption no ko primaries otu omo to ababa no otuetue scan ye to ababa no wie owie yeso a oba ne mpesu aso no so otuetue scan ma profo na nye Ghana kwa kamisa eda ye to ababa no sada ne chebento a eda ye to ababa no sada no anya ye twamu two cups agu bag no ade sadu ba kwa to so eda ye to ababa no e won ye two skagu one Ghana na ko fofo
na da be na tubetwa
ebia me ka se he MP dibira the lampus ana ye de ma no wonu de omo ye ene election time a who say the lampus an open top da so apa idea lampus an open top to yi ti no da me nie no wa fans obia monye so me nie mo ha me no a wevu ne nsa yɛ to aba no ma ne wie no ɔba moto ni di anim wo kura ɔka sɛ woyɛ ditwi ho a yɛde bɛto jail ana yɛde bɛto cells na ne ka wa yɛso ana bɛso kwada so MP aso kama ɔpɛtumi ne deɛ na ne ti wɔ soro onya tumi ne ti wɔ fam na ɛkɔ de sini ban wa de ade na ne tia ti gra no ti na police telephone na ko hu kra ka wo webu kra na wo so MP hu mi o fi kra aso wo di 3 years 6 months wi a aka 6 months na wo pɛ bienu aba inya na adofo mahu mu nua ho a wani montuma na yi na ade ba ko ha ga na nse da na abato ya busua abato obuso obupa ye interview mbusa ya no fo bebrese enti ana support TNDC enti na support MPP enti na support CPP enti na support PNC want to be country want to be church they were top of the country go if you for the MPP for if you for the NDC aba yeto enti na mu fie for moto saba oh yenti lesson na se ya the lesson na ya busua ya dia ya obesi eton ene ebo enti obukura busua bukura ho otimi ye beto aba no papa ntimi friend fa sebe manu susuma no abotua se ye fie de to party we so ko to party ya say this is na yo
we dey for from TV kwada
oh me no dey catch you I mean dan those days pa mean asori so bitimi and last time we said that catch off so bitimi catch asori ma say montuma party
wow no na nipa ne ya betua bibia ma ne nti na oye sawe nana you never know say me wo party A na wo so for party B na aka chese me to party B a wo say dey asa no aka chese watch am me pa so from ko wow because who hear me ho because who na sabi we are suffer be a suffer be a you know politics obey but my corporate make us support we because then the chese say oh party ya nya dia ya me make wa kuma no abon pa party it dia wo no would show oh and then eku ya mama me da bia obi at da bia nka se promo a obi be position open no opeso ye atuma na etimika deceiving opeso so ye fake oh asumasi oye governor asumasi oye human district 111 asumasi no ye senator asumasi wabese I don't know ye Ghana there ye be ye a year oh and say bitum ko ye MP na mama me back to school US me MP me wo voters registration video ni bia me pese me show chero nia oma ye che omo nia basabasa yesi voter region area honomo na some of the Ashanti region area so nipani bi basabasa ABC who I have quite a few it may take a few minutes break na me the videos no actually ya here for na ya to aso efrio
okay
amenya muto braye wowe we ba kwane bo ukabo mo mudo Ghana mai yenyina ye ba kwane yo official na nka woso no check say obey the right to follow emra no obi si ni say him the kwabna no register no ne ma me din say o say ne papa din say o ma register no ono na wo say emra ni di nti mesra wa pe district director no ene regional boss ma ye ne nkasapa nti say mo fo no mo en
fesi ade omo wodobo immigration officers no e wo mo ho a o ma ji wo mu nyina card ni na e bi so kita ko divo card no magic Ghana card no the account. They are free no the on the farm now. So immigration commander back so back say we are where Sadia we wait to go prison. Want to say Annie on him so which me ako. Na nipa ne back no nipa na some be catch on say o do omumra omba card in the nya den a ometu nya den asa from no masako. Do omumra no meye.
Okay. Eni amra na afa omo te say de eyikoto apre afa omo no we omo ye wodwe nya yi nipa na odi ye mfe ho mu nyina mo ye eyi
ye ni be dia sem we chi pa na ye be si bia no ye ma ye
yes ra wa ne mom isi
Nana would to be said. Every day, Yamaku do was that. Yamu Nana. Yamaku did that. Yamaku did that. One or year. Anyone was now. Radba Shamus water. Radba Cross da. Oh, my home master would die. Oh, my home to da. Oh, my dear to da. And if I'm back at here, that's in your best son. Obey yet. No was son. Sasa nyame nyame. Nyame wati watum. Nyame wasa udi ase. Nyame aje watum. Ye wo ye bia nyame aje watum.
Time of my polling station to register between the 1st and the 6th. I'm very impressed with the arrangements that the Electoral Commission has made for people to register in safety with all that is going on in the country, and at the same time to do it in an efficient manner. I want to encourage everybody. We still have 3 days to go. To get everybody who hasn't registered to try and register, so that when the D-Day comes, you can also participate in choosing the government of your choice. What will be sad is to sit in the house and then other people take a decision for you. So it's better that everybody who has not yet registered should come out and register. It's a simple process. It's not complicated. So that's my first thing.
So, President, thank you very much.
And the second, I want to also add a little statement. In 2016, I asked the people of Ghana to give me a chance and see my handiwork. They gave me the chance. So it is now for them to decide how they see the world. Mekacha was one who saw me here. When I saw me here, it's one year and a bit me who said, Yambe a papa and a brother. Mimi family, my dear mission. And when you say, I saw a mission. Yankupo na fiye twem. Na 7th December ba. We'll be at a mission.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.
What I say? Huh? No, cast up rough. Me a penny most now. Me a woman in Parliament. 2 million hour and no riots. 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 Say to our one who see you with them. Minister. Yo, Minia Bema. Me go back to registration videos no in a few by Yanka we want some kakra na be lines nintum. This 3 videos here yeah president ko register and maybe say a correspondent and I say yare that's wo in free ho kra I may who any social distancing nipa ni nyina kan bum ebi nhye max ebi hye max ma mini video na me de to aso no I say anano asema o kan no be fi huhum beba no na ya bobo de wokọ ebi de nyame som no achichiro mo ho say ye huhum yare enti ade a science nso kan no sebi omunyi ntum enti reaction as am be school for the so
the president about to accord mommy say one krum was there this year registration moko ababi eco register on say bambofo no esi adwuma mommy say bambofo no eto extra say anyade a okwa
cross yep
na ya de hwe timamufu ni nyina bo edi twi aba obampeyin ne onene yire no safe streets bodyguard for her no safe streets na agenda o year no o ya me who said this is the procedure but you didn't get the right thing and na president ni ne yire nko ana mo hwa mo temperature but at the point that omo ba table no hono bodyguards want to come with temperature as we nyina ba enti protocol na ni say enkebia omo nyina ebesi no ya check mu nyina temperature kura na sana mo aso ma check obia enti 6 feet na anya djuma wo oh say bia o person you say a waste of time because you the overall nsa ya ma soap and sanitizer yes spray nsa what up it why you say Ebina na make sisi ase on say ya ama penye kwato aba bi ofuri ya na akwa no ba na watwa picture no I say ma me ya to aba wa okoyesa okoya okotaba bi twa picture no watwa picture no I say ebi nsi ba bia ana mi kase say ayate yisi na ya sa setup na bia we nyina na hu hia se nipa no wakwa okoyesa di ti o masa so okoyesa di o masa iti ya wajuma kase te say adwuma ne de onwini de sese omunya saa de wu atu betwa nanso se de be ya da bia no yeto aba pasapasa ebe sinti no obia de na so de ness obetu saa na
Edio
anu de ade hai anu ne da ababeko since yeto aba from 92 kra de wo be se na buka se de se wa wo tua yeto aba de ya ne asesa adaka ne na obi de ko the ya the results not from so yes boss ni ko hu bienu o because after bito abawo that na abato ba bia ko na obi de boss school ko ya the Drenanza stadium the Drenanza was an school bi o fe no bi e bo o de to no ma me to aba ni bi du say ye ba be ka na pick up bia bi so cho na pe Ghana na what to run for your life bia dem nika ye fa ye ba mo ma ba bo du CC gas to any omko oh ha ye say nya 5,000 ye nya 2,000
ni pe be ba nyina no
oh nti as a second ye say ya batro
iti why you say I guess you nsua ade free mistakes mo like you past mistakes you corrected
yeah that be I repeat I guess you repeat you that be the worst thing so we have a no yeah be mu na side that time the 4 years my back the same mistakes a year we play how many times na you say you to aba is go for to go ba to aba I go for free code go aba to be e be free bucket ba aba to every year be it is our story it's dear pa since 92 aba pem there yet is our story it's dear pa na omo ye dia so sabe na and afibia so ye the soldier for ye the police for ye the fire service ye the police ye bia am kuku bora so as a stop ye to aba no a ye sha akora go so bi obi ka kan ye so wasala
no to aba and I say we na kwala ni mu a wo so hu age no
oh mami asa wo so ko kan na hwa akora bi obi ka nipa na ode ne baaye no abeya pasabasa pasabasa those is because na free 90 so ba mami ya to aba obi party member okosi ya I booklet here why they say if you attend here to the no I dare not go be a ya we say people back on the year no yes onu ko ani say you opia so or ya tibeta na man no omo de wuram
and so basically you follow no law and order
Ghana Bato you penny for as it says me omo hold the yeast responsible. This is not by the government, it's about the yeast. That's the job of the yeast. So yeast a subject to here say bia say you say ya ye be ni be sigu ya no kwan ya e ba boa ye
before so you tell for near her for your lines are open no person contribute to me afre o Ghana with me afre WhatsApp line 720-238-1489 +1 720-238-1489. We are within United States. Over to me afre 303-800-6277 303-800-6277. Contribution and here yes sir monfre and found party I would yina o mani ye na yepe me na be mayento so ewo ye mofre ye difi about so ewo ya ba mu nyeme nkoyi na ye mofre nso ayese nkola ni sua na ye wo fie no mu de pie Nkwale control I think say SHS right omo final year for the exams na abai no ma omo past question to learn and study nombe test na nyen so these kids are upset and destroying things. I need your intake on this because minimum say your ma we no cry na ye gina school ni ko bi usua no a ne ya kire on so usua no so ka ho na wakwa akotwere amemu a bufuo no me hu bebi efiri na no na ye ntete ye na san me ho no menti ase
mama ye tell say this is Ghana here hold on 1 minute Education grabbed to say Alatana among for this capital resource.
Yeah, me remember me ba obi aba ho man so hold on mama. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Apacho me Gladys Osai me free Ghana Sakamai.
Yo, my Gladys. Yeah, that's so.
We srawa abato no. Obi a bro no ebi police station wo ho. Na enamo krono bonti no obi oha ba bi ote no police station wo ho kra on person obeto ne ho na ye ba si nipa edigu kamu na wa mo ko register eti enya se bi a obi ba froka akọ obi oha ofeso okoto aba no woni kromo eno obi hyew but baby a wote no even say woton ade kura wo mokola na wadwuma mu ebe police station we are ordinary resident utimi register wo to aba wo eti anya force nti wo a etutu kwan no eye wo mo pe ene wo mo di tu kwan no obu ho ofese okoni krom no ko register wo na population na wo ho no adoson ama se wo mu hia mpuntu bi aban na ya ma wo na ebi no mo so party bi wo ho a wo mo hu se Ghana fo nto aba ma wo wunti no wo mo she da no wo ma kwoswa enipa wo mo ade bus ni akwoswa so enipa a wo mo se wo mo meto aba no eno na de ntawantawa eba no na say wo mo ela say wo mo to aba ewo baby de ayawaso enipa free north ho azoka boys ayawaso wa akra na enye wo mo na to aba no no wo mo ba enti basa ye ni nyina eye party bi na so enipa edeko slide no te ho no ono onim de ekoso nyina enso ebu oha onka no kore no se efie bi oha emu nifa nyina abu obi di abu ginapo obi di don ginapo wo mo maame ba ko papa ba ko wo NDC ba ko wo MPP enti na nya se obi asofo obi betimi aka kire na asore ma se monto abama party we obi a de ne pe ese hwe wa setram na to abapa enu nti no enye se sofo ana obi betimi aka se me de me ne mabusuafo nyina ye to abase eti ne awo ka ni nyina no ebi wo ho a eye no kure bi wo nso enye no kure wa hwe ni pe ya e free Ivory Coast onu kuta ne nayi ne card wo ho na watimi abase wo mo ma me register abato no nso ye se Ghana fo ene entwe edin ne ento aba ade nti na wasa obi onye Ghana ni wode ne base omra meto aba o metwe ni din no meto aba na ofa basabasa ye so wo wa ya sa ni nyina no wo wuni wo mo ho
na ma mimi sawo yadi omo base omo ba ya be register no say isi fo no mo ehun omo ID na chere say omo nye Ghana fo no mo register omo
wo man fa ID odi ya na say yaso wa wuni ID card no ya sai dwumadie na se no sa Ghana card no party bi as on the man and crofon trade din. Eti afe ya say ya be trading no na ya yi ya member sini card na isi fo na ya say uni card kura na we ya Ghana ni a penipa mienu a omo card ni bi no omo sponsor nti sa enipa mienu na sponsor no woman na sponsor at the bone for na woman free Ghana no.
And na ye isi no why mistakes bebre wo nemo ode tutu akwan a ye mfa encourage na ko man ye do mistakes and no we say men tre we say ma so obi kura ka say di ntwere na ba so aye ntwa ne ti we some bebre na moja be hwia gu na say enti afi aya san say wo mu ni card no na yi si ne ye say wuni card kura we Ghana ni a penipa me no a wo card ni bi a o ma register no o sponsor eno na ma sa wo mu a enye Ghana fo ni ade ni timi wura mu no o anya party ma bi atimi a register wo mu ti afi na yisi no eso oba be hwe wo mu a ya disqualify wo mu ni nyina e be hwe wo mu sponsor wo mu no say ajeje wo mo card we ye hoho na Ghana ni sponsor wa woni Ghana ni nyina no mo kwa akohia committee na ya hwehwem say udi fo a ye do betum ye de Nigeria ni bi kura atum o register ye onya Ghana ni nso onya party bi sponsor no eti ya jeli Nigeria ni no odem sesi a na nipa no odi ne ko ye ne onu de ya anya ne hwe
so no so ye be jeli ni bi ya se wa wo sponsor ye no ye be jeli o se nso onu anso na wakoye ayi Ghana card ni bi nso na wakoye Ghana card ni bi no onu akọ register ye na sponsorship a eno nso no no ebe kwa akugina ni jela no aka dem said Nigeria ni ne dem
yo
kisa anache
ma me busa some kakra
we dey busa me tie
yo but I can be say me can be for say obi dim on na system that to aba sabi yenyira enim say a ukobusa Ghana ni bi say edi na woto aba abeka asma meka ni so obi say edi na woto aba obeka say me maami MPP ni papa MPP ni you feel for your MPP for it like that
yeah ni pa when any da ho say woto aba obeka say ne maami ana ne papa sani ya me say me ma ba ku NDC ba ku MPP so edi obi a pe no wo hwa wa setram na de ebeboa wo na eno na wo de to aba no anka wugina po ni nua ayi donjira po so o mu nyina so we party sa na tie di obi a to eno wo e
me ba church Jamaica o le me nya adwen se e wo musa
me na wo nya adwen
okay yo
na wo nya adwen se me na wo nya adwen me ne wonya adwene ti obi wo ho a party bi ba na adwuma koso eti party bi ba na wadwuma koso a sa wo be pesa sa party ne betena so na wadwuma koso na sa party bi ba na se wadwuma nkoso uye bibi enye yi a wo ho ntowa wo ba da na waye kosi du so ba ye na bi tia light 200 enu na watch na ashe na masa akoto so say ya yare ba ye manya nsio free mena na ko school free manya kane free bo say bo so me answer dey abeka nti bo so me nsia na say me talk light kra 100 kra 6 months say Amanda Buana 600. Ensure say 200 across 6 months. So when you be big kakra. party bi on so dia wu kura obema wagu sa na na wu di nachi sa
yo you
so the party na yamano
you better was so what friend no what
you are na che won ka wo kwanse fa kan ho was it
yo
platform and party B was of the cantina. Oh, Ama party B. You program any party BT or mining
now what party back echi say teacher ni also ye teacher ni some of the kan ye nyina ebi entro eti wo ba program so a boa ho na kan okura many panty ase sa na tie
yo mama Gladys you better was so what be sure why
me so me da mo ase
you me
program no so one can okura pa the course wo manim eno na ye hwehwe say bia baby nsuo ni ho na waka na aban ne tie na so de nsuo be ko ha no de ko ho de be ma mpuntuo aba na nya allegation say obi e corrupt obi e say uni adanse obede na waka so obi e corrupt one more ye di sika na ye di bi akotum sa na amamuo ne tie we di sika na yi ewo ho a adanse die wo ho a ba me scott no kwa ye nya wo ye do betum anase wo betue sika sa na won timi sori ya say obi e corrupt yo madam ase
yeah that's bye let me show yo bye
yo bye
yo yetiefo edwumedie ne de no kware nko na ye hwehwe nti o dwen amanyoko bi nanim se no kura bi da ba bi e wo se yetia fre na kire wa adwen yenye party A na yenye party B ye fo oman no eni emu nipa nyina menwa be ma ye nto aso
amen yo that's bebre as I really point me ni bien sabi about the police station and then transportation was and then make one some say ebia said dem see registration ye chan na wotwe na ko ba bi na wotwe say bitia say me ka say be de no bi afa card yakọ and what ka say ye sa nipa sa na Ghana rally kratie yes a party we ko sunya yes say nipa free na brongo ni de omo ko sunya
ne
yes omo go cry yes say nipa free kuma say e the free car na take away a journey situation dey am do cry am muska na omo de ko da be ne be say no ma we
say we say you two nipa na e wo man ni mufo esa say amanyoko ni de omo no omo ho na say won ko bi omo chi a emfa sa basabasa ye we no enye den nti nipa ne na wasi yetu omofo
emre to say Ghana mama isua senya yete amamuase za memori ya ntiase a ana na meka se da bia ye bedi akira ba ya ntiase ebi di party bi on ntiase na meka no okobusa na on ntiase aye tradition on ntiase e mo ko ba se otiase a na wono na wo beka cha ne se ko e ya na ko bi ya ti bebre ya na yesu we o party ya kira ko bi ana yesu bi ya kira ko e bebre si Ghana ya to abawie BS so but nipa ne
na enu no nipa ne bibi na o pe wo e mu ne amfa mma ne nti na wagya hoko bi ana
efuntira nefuntira enti nefuntino o de pasa ye bepa sanse nefuntira ma me bisa se nipa na wo ka se koye pasa no a wo tenkra na ono se ye pasa okumase no ne ma baby Mama, you have to grow so a lot of politicians, no, or moment ebi megu America, ebi megu Canada, ebi match eti UK say ya to aba kra no on kokoto ma ne papa asambi papa no ma ne ma betina America ha say tra say ya to aba no o menya enti ono kwa ya ne papa kra wan to aba ma no na wa wo tigana no ana so upe party ni ye eni tuno wa kotwe aba akotwe sika emwa da bia ya to aba ke say ne ma mi okay ya sese ni pa gu bus ni e do mo ko so kuma so ko register e wo sunan onko register e wa ha emwa
na se ka pe no mo de ko
ka se ya ha ka mo wo mo ya ha ka si wo mo di yes adwuma those days 90 so baby obitu aba yesi so mgupu jotu obedu ayi police station no be ja no ma to aba bi obedu ade a to aba no ko no ko police station no ko to aba we ko police station no ko to aba we mo
okay awesome hey yo your lines now open well person free wo party bia you are more than welcome to call mefa sa akonya so na me invite obi o party bia you mpanyimfo no opese oba ya dwumedie so you are more than welcome. We are inviting you personally to come on our program and come and clarify things for nipa wo mind no to understand ninti amoye ni amoye no. Minema me show couple more videos na wrap it up.
Okay.
At the end, they selected about 15 of them, telling them they are not Ghanaians, so they are taking them away. So I came in. I, being the head teacher of the area, who knows some of the children, the people's villages here and there, came in. And I consider, these people, I know some of them, they are from just a stone throw. I know their villages here, and some of them are even my pupils. And
pupils registering by this time?
Pardon?
You say some of them are your pupils?
They are my ex-pupils. They were my ex-pupils. So they end up leaving some of them, and at the end, they took 6 of them that they should enter the vehicle. And one was in the attempt to run away when they took a gun from the vehicle, gave out a warning shot, got held of the 5 people, put them into the vehicle, and took them away. That was the incident.
So the one that was running, did you go or they arrested him?
They chased him and yet they couldn't get him, so he has gone.
Because in French, like bonjour. And then when you answer them, then they think you are from Togo.
Who asked you bonjour?
The national security.
Oh, is that what they are doing?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, when they came in the morning, that is what they did. They called them, viens. When they came, they said, bonjour. Then they responded, bonjour. Then they said, they are from Togo. Meanwhile, they teach French in Ghana. Me like this, I can speak French.
Sure.
But yes.
So how do you say how are you in French?
How are you? Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci.
Ça va très bien. You see? And when you say it, then they think you are from Togo. Then they march you into the car and then they will take you away. Meanwhile, Akufo-Addo, our president, he was educated in France. He can speak French. Is he a Togolese or is a Francais? France. Some of them too, they have foreign this thing, like our politicians like this. They have foreign. Some of them have foreign passport, ID card, but they don't do anything to them. But you, the civilian, when you have it, then they say no, you are from Togo. Me like this, if like I have a work in Togo, I'm doing work in Togo, and I'm from there, am I a Togolese? I'm not. I go there to work and come back. I'm not a Togolese.
Do you have people who live here and then work or school in Togo?
Like those people who they take them, they are from the border to Togo. Sometimes they go to Togo school. They don't attend. They be schooling at Togo. Meanwhile, they are in border to Togo. They are Ghanaians, so they can't speak none of the Ghanaian language. Like Ewe, sometimes they can speak Ewe, but it's Togo Ewe. And then Twitter, they can't speak English, they can't speak. So when they ask them, they say they cannot speak. They say they are from Togo. Meanwhile, they are not Togolese.
Two compound. And then you know more play 8. Play 80. Now you need Togo. Air border. Mostly more Ghana. Now so we live in now Togo. But we are Ghanaians play 80. And the MPs to be our enemy play 80. And when I'm about say,
I'm going to campaign.
You call power. I'm never see what order. I'm never going to me say. I think I know your day. What about when you're quiet? What about this? When you more play 80. We'll be new how back say. When you more.
And the one of phone free.
Was it?
I want to phone free.
One of free play 80.
I want, my name is Honorable Amos Bochakukuti, and as an assemblyman for Bui electoral area, I'm an Ewe, but I'm not talking for West, I'm talking for entire Ghana. What is happening here is worrying, and I want the whole world to know what is happening at Bui. The information we have been receiving from the military hierarchies, from the defense minister to the communications director from Ministry of Defense yesterday, I saw their statement. Doesn't reflect the exact thing happening on the grounds. So when I saw some of them, I was forced to react, but nobody was listening. So I want to use this opportunity to let everybody know what happened. The military claiming that they were at the shore because a group of people wanted to attack the people who are coming was a completely lie. They were rather there preventing women who have children and men from coming out from their boats so that they can come to the community because they thought they are coming to register. I remember very well that the officer, the captain who was in charge, he's a colonel. He doesn't have name tag. The only thing I saw is Adams. He said categorically after 5 hours, when the people could not even wee, and before you allow them to even move out there, he told them that they have also given them only the opportunities to go out there, to go to hospitals or go to funerals, but they don't have any right to go and register. That's the command the colonel has received. That is what he said. Aside that, when the people started moving out there, they came to the center preventing them physically. I have the guys to challenge some of the military officers that no, you don't prevent them, they are here. The law says challenge them. If they can challenge all of them, challenge them. Another worrying thing is the name. Once you go there, you mention my name, Goche, or any other name, Edem, or whatever it is, or Yaira, you are being challenged that you are not a Ghanaian. Majority of them has Ghana card, some of them has passports. Aside that, on Saturday morning, there was an attack at the center here by the thugs. They always dress in the so-called national security uniform that was used at the Yawasu West Wagon. Yesterday, they did the same thing. They came and beat up people here. And on Sunday, 4 people were injured and they were sent to the Banda hospital. Yesterday, a young boy was beaten to a pulp. The police treated him in the FPU car, and I have the number with me. This morning, they came here again and they beat the people up. They even want to beat my mother because they didn't know. They were entering to homes. They enter one house and say, "Hey, Mamunchro." Then they will go there and beat them up. I am sending this warning to our leaders. I am sending this warning to our leaders that the civil wars that happen in Syria, in Rwanda, Somalia, they started like this. Sudan, they started like this. When people feel their lives are being threatened and that they don't see them to be Ghanaians, they have no option than we will fight and make sure our children never live to fight this battle to become Ghanaians again. Thank you. Security for no frustrating voting. My Benya be my teacher who videos. And the Munipa will have a moment in trust because soldier for part of our registration. And they have no business blocking people, legitimate people who will go to register. Whom you interviewed earlier, and he was denying that any such thing was happening. I've just called him. We are waiting for him to come. And then the people are here.
They are moving from the camera.
They are running away. They are running away.
They come on.
Masa.
Masa.
police for any soldier for the immigration for one more from find a young man who find Emma one mutilate Emma may register. Yaba, your baby visa, soldier penny, Ebisa police penny, Ebisa immigration penny. What I said, the soldier phoning hand behind anything. The Toquesia, any affair of Mama Mubam. Nipper Joe in answer of one, yes, okay. You are wrong, you're very busy. And now you're free, I will come here, but say, you are better to say, feeling, one more block of fight. You be sound, one more on the instruction to block the road. And don't you want me to who go be sour? Now I'm going to let the entire block.
In the Kwamba. Nifia Radin, and no use. Kwamba for your lobby, ne mamma and papa in a free lobby. And now, Mamma Betra, Odomasi Akurasi. And now, Ma Janoha, Loyal Bribwahi, Wafana Sassidi, and was it no fashion. It is was here, no crown, DNA test, 9 years old Bribwahi, no fashion, and you're not correct. And this year, Pamua or Burma Muha, as I said, Kwamba Fundi Kaipam free, Burma because on your bunny. And into the year, Con Ebua, a 2 quarter phone. Kwamba for interest, na yes, said the Bear Benya Quantra Burma Muha, a Trinity, a Bay MPP Chama, Ubiancan once. We are no so free. Jordan Qua. Nema meti horses here, Mudru Hamunda, if you Honamu say entity, Nema anymore. Nema mean Yabanani. Ne papa, and the cover not of fan new, not in a manipulation. And Untino, Banamamu has no ye did and now adie. Bromaimu have a via Yamania Dien Yedi. And you won't free by the papa free. And tis a cassette. Ye had the free had the free her. And Kahono, and I answer say a man who quite crass or better Hanway politics. And unti Sa Hohuana Womono Abenya Babiatana Womaja Kunya say ye pamo Womuni Anoma Hohua Aka Womo home Entoka Nieko. Ye prefer who be Amahomo. Said Beya Chinabi, who been sorry make us say a bronze free. If you say, I'm not know my mono. And should I say, I'll bet you dinner to a bar. A fat will try to be a home. The electoral laws mean fapping a residence and not ethnicity. The basis of our electoral laws a residence and your ethnicity. And Untino, you can't residence here. So be free, baby. Or a gun and no free club so. No, at me, I got 5 years out of the last 10 years here. Or you're qualified to contest and go to parliament. So free home. So
Obroni Beka, I was scandalized. Da NDC, Anveli, or my vice presidential candidate. Now all say, oh, for African borders and boundaries, they are artificial boundaries. Artificial boundaries. Ain't you know, therefore, anybody in any West African country can just come into our country, say, Obetroni di Nawatuaba. Yebeye West African elections, and now say Yebeye Ghanaian elections. And this is for my NTS. Say, Omo Pese, ye running West African elections. Let's understand that clearly. But as far as our constitution is concerned, it is not a West African constitution, a Ghanaian constitution. Inti Busanga for wo Burkina Faso, Moshi for wo Burkina Faso. Yem makwan ana makwan se uye Moshi ni inti ubetimi uye Burkina ni kura ubetimi abetro wudi wa Ghana. Uye Busanga ni wo Burkina Faso a inti ubetimi abagana abetro wudi. Inti mi en yusu sa no emfa en incite one ethnic group in this country. Se edin tawantawa ebeba yamanyoku.
Mrs. Dia Akani Ping say, and na a year kia Kia Rhino afa nipa be education 66 na the immigration command was sampa could be a fraud double or matches uncle fui say be register new voter register ekosi na nipa education no chira ba Ghana enane nansa na famu sampa di room banda ahinku ekura for Cameroon Cameroon hono be register Ghana card na enra na myankasa me o Cameroon ho ma obi tia ye na so say kia card be Cote d'Ivoire number esi Cameroon ho enti ya ye nsencho for ne fa ye ni ne fa nkonkohwe ampa ye banan ko na ka ni suwa na ne tie atu ama organizer for enti register suspicion say na Ghana border nkasa ya tu na ne Cote d'Ivoire card e be ye den e wo Cameroon ha ye bi akira ya nton hwe ti ano pay na ye nya ko say saka na eno ekuhu Cameroon wona na ne tie na pai no saka na fa nipa dusiensi o me Cote d'Ivoire fo a omo de omo be fa ekura ye fro bru hane de omo fa tobo e de omo wurum akotampi na tampi ne ho na omo free na tampi ne Cote d'Ivoire kru a se office adobo ho na Cote d'Ivoire first time a we pie ansan wo wurum nti e kwa na e ko ho ye card to me kan tete ko ampa e ko no na immigration for actual a wo ti e form wo say na uwe dinya na wo omo new registration new register card o maya e ma na bi de ama apna kwabna kojo na Ghana house de sa din sa no na wiem kaka etie bi sa won se wo fi he wo na wo ti tum so we Cote d'Ivoire for wonya Ghana for na obi e wo Cameroon a ye fe ne yawo e na bra e ye tampi ho e be ka so se omo mra na nya de omo nchi ni bi fi Ghana ha eti se omo amenya sa card ni bia omo nchi na wo Ghana ha no wo mu nchi ma no ma ba be sra omo enti ono a ya kro no e de card ba ono a ne driver bi dia no wo ho na omo fo sa card no
yo mini abema
Amen.
Ya heard videos ni bia na ne nyina twa ekosi se ne ekoso wo ye memu no eni enyan say your close borders ni bia den e bitumi room from a different border na ebinum so a omo no eti border no so anka kamia ye so omo ye Ghana for omo de ese ye mo nye den en register na no na na anka isi don't mean fa we ni be registration center ni bia nko that side ni mom so ye nhwe mu mom register na kamia say ayese no kra bi enna baabi nti basabasa ye ebekoso a kopim da ben
ebekoso a kopim tama make us say isi no ayo madwen say edu abato kwa ne be registration problem we bekoso da the registration have to be ongoing. After the election, they still have to do registration. The registration will go from birth certificate to the ID card, either it's national ID card or the voting ID card. Something that will show, say, where na odebetuaba. And Nipan, after 2 years, 3 years, I'm here to a oh, the card no order that. And every time you confirmation, or what to just confirm, say the deal was listed. Now, I think I want to acquire complaints. Yeah, you say, who and say, no many that is your president say a year around to an hour. So, around to know, ya don't have to show that data. And it's an ongoing thing. And Jajena Koswa, Manipano, when you can't maybe never to about Nabe Sadia. It's a to about Nabe Sadia, pressure member, and to Kanaba, corruption member. Because ultimately can't student for any immigration for the Yakata when you're bamboo. For how long near I am Obia Roman, Nasa Cat Murray, who so be just Obia discussion.
No, I'm a quite massacre in the room.
Sarah,
and then I just say, Yachaka na Yembisa, Nipa or Mamure na or no sombrano and in Indy, because they are too no being to me, my head and obedient to me.
We're crying on the to cry on the actual woman. When you cry, the person carrier will be on computer bed the whole baby on it. When they can say, I'm going to go to jail. Omo jail cry, Sana. Jail when I say, come capture sandwiches in another video. when the person what you about to know be back be an so obi jemika we dwane ko ya anchi no na ha say uko immigration ya odam he ko odam ma he na wo fa dwane police na che wona achi no wo dem kwa sana ya he so lawyer na only lawyer ani yi na
na because o mine wo mra obetnem o manim kopim pempensu bia ebia oba no register ya man we bia te say ahohwa yensu yetu kwan ko bi man so utumi tena ho kopim na say waye ho ni utumi to aba sanka aban na yesa ni mani nyina nka sa registration basabasa ye sanka yensiu
eno na me ka say yendi ba bia yesa de yendi ba bia ye tiro bi tu say o ye citizen wa be citizen oh Ghana ni obi obama Ghana bia wo ye Ghana ni tuntuni bia fi South Africa na be chaka na o ye Ghana ni
to me come say pa na wada ni Ghana ni
wa we di bia go boy yesi kodwo abna na Ghana he fa na ti kodwo abna eji obari be me dia machi e wo Ghana we abna kwa abna ni kwa na mati bida na kodwo ba kodwo abna no ha when the meeting be grada so it is I say when you akoso be 2 years ago ama ya register man when you yes the is need you mdesi for was how we show sa no mo nyina is so it is as I say to maintain sa no mo nyina say pe kwa be for to be see anokwa na me bu sa wo say adan na da bia ye to aba sa bronu mienu no ehon kwa na sebe to kwesi wo oh da bia ye to aba sa side ho no ehon kwa ye chinipa ya chinipa wo sampa ho ba bia na ya chinipa wo sebe bia wo tarige ho ba bi border no so ho oh won't say ebi mu wuram aba time so time say the bia say party members be na o ma control board be say ya the cast some for the about registration the bia the party na the car it is the party the put time ni say I want the car for the aba and as the partner wo call na wo form the put time ni say so I feel with the form my man no register I da o betro party want to ma wo oh the betro no and I want to make for be better Ghana nansa o obeda obedidi obedware efi ho abotom
na video ni cha say yes omunchi efi Ghana no moto no munim say omunchi efi Ghana o mbeba behwe bebi omufri
na wo na betro bi bebi ofri I just tell the person who say omunchi efi Ghana e die no ye who say say the power ofri ko and say the power ofri asin and say the power ofri he I did die no ye cause wo ma me asanti papa ya go ni wo papa ti bra betro di and I know the penny more keke or say send the coming first Abuja o baby o or be who be you be tell me who say be out
hey
also be out and so say Nigeria problem ko hoda who should the penny and fancy so free oh say we na nyina so because we nti u free we nti we ni oh esa ya mapa for no ye dey necessary that bia edu BBC freeway ma be fin na no ka say akopim 7th first January dia ye dey o ma pani be susu ana ni pa be husa me nyase bia be shop because omo bu ni pasa ebi mba yira sa ye be chi bia tum sa e bobo kro no sa nti da ben ye be sesem oh yes sir had you the president 24 no maybe I better from what a big crow one or a citizen room has it or be a what to about America and I want to about Kufu from so Babu Sao said a two lessons how there will be and idea Ghana to move for a common a be Okomu said and also so be Komu said I about what to say to Obama police station ya bu for that David Bobia ejentra And then quite the Debia said, your booby. He didn't tell the Debiano, and it's a month for a press conference. And then you're 13 or 4. Now, so that for you are, I didn't mention no money. Police were for her, I didn't mention more than that. More free, what I'm also buying, some answer, what? The baby say, and but I get you.
And correct. I was say, time, Nipper woman, no, follow law and order, so move follow and no. Now you pay you phone and so your mafia mudia, I can get some baby brobia. A banner saying about to do supana, you no more chicha in your man. No, I say bribery and corruption is still there. You are like paying your way for position now open, right?
Amen. Election, when you go to election, American system, no election. Do about one. Over the they don't do donation. They receive donation. It's two different things. They don't do donation. But rather they receive donation. The amount that president will receive, amount that senator will receive. But you know, as I said, man is going to feel about it. The policy doesn't donate to the party.
Yeah.
It's not the party who's supposed to donate to the people. And then I said, you're too about this, you won't be back to us. 4 years in 1977. Manusu Sumas, who are bent to offer your monument about one happy. In Kenya, that guy is a 20 pound yet top, that about to your top. And I can't say, or no MP no about what they can't talk, our promise. Promise no to you, Yanosono, was a course, never to about a impression, was up to the panel. And do that to a banosua. I die ever to about the swat. Now, hand conform a man working and take away go. Conform with the lions. Now, or the stick up also. We honorable one Emony or Suma, why are you making a moon?
Then you said you nobody out another 4 years. I
don't know that I make a chair and then I make an man back or back or the name woman said, and conform, see, I'm a moon as politics. I won't chase you. Mammy, I think you are not one tiasia, we are no wa. So, Bible can be was a man in my enmity. And that's all way away. So, young politics, Nassau. Oh, okay, every day, so we buy it, we say we buy it. See, I see it, to way you must sick. Oh, my man can say me. Now, for example, we buy mutual like you said, I know the tears here. But the poor when you be a SHS, I when you're 8 over 12. Oh, no, go school now, but now, school, I have politics now. When we are school, I don't call HS and when you're 8 years over 12. Musa was answer part to over 12. What does a Yammer Naka Yako Pulu Yaya interviews 1 or 2 years and can echo far. I mean, one political idea, Yamanwa. And a Kibusa over when you're 18, a DNT over 12. 1 over 12 mano, a DNT over 12 months. Now, what too much any panna, a general specific panwa, who don't let it overcast us a mammy. Not 35 now, 12 and will go over. Never I mean a near flat. The banner didn't quite to a man. Mamma near flow. And the basso in Makocha, Mamma no better. They can't do this. Don't they see police? I call us by you. Mammy, or some the near flow, some basset to Marco for. And TV source was on the new Nobia Oma, pulling a stage by waited back when I saw this. I know what I said, the basset to Marco for Tino, baby, I for 1, first you home, mammy. Mammy can they said, okay, beer. Puna if one and the team man or team man or the chill be able to say, I'm in the crime, and then why I'm on. Or by an abaton or put in the new for the basson took for 2 before. So the matter. It's a young team when you say, me come for any party, but what I'm saying, sir, we have to understand what we are doing.
Sure,
young politics, yeah. Yɛte politics here. That's the dinner. determine who will become the president. The neutral people.
You remember, you wrap up now to SHS 44.
I did some crowd. And then SSS going to demonstration. They say almost a Pasco near the bound upon to tell when you have for demonstration. Now, those are no man who to me, a bit who for your exams are. And before this, I'm up for press from the amount. Baba went to you. Who ridiculous in every answer by Pokra from what? I found out to over Passana won't pass. You said you're now aquatic class of phone, and I'm correct at phone. Video be able to graph on the IBQ, be not teaching science, the choreography normally in school. And to passport, I don't want to so. Well, I don't say, passport, I don't want to know who knows if you can exams, question in the key. I don't want to say question.
Yeah.
Oh, question in the key, and I want to question. And teachers will be able to give questions, nobody questions someone. Oh, and to balance yet. We try Nigerian will be able to no be a sort of years to I don't acquire year college. Uboko or resource. Akarabe school be sure now on discuss it. A do dama over years than school honor. Now on a master action, assistant. The master never saw the cake. Tiadian presence of Perna Momotu on OM. I try to do a drawing span or draw master and picture the Jantus. I got command. You will say or no. I also know one man over Bano in 1998, 97. Oh, a good do baby, I guess I must have no school on the market now. I've also a pass until we demonstration. The demonstration now, what you know. Overpass our amateur. Oh, T.A. And then Para, Mama said, Jesus, Jesus spoke to our wisdom. Now, we must swear.
You pay you for me and no more shares you and
said your dear children. Your dear children who said you declined here. Oh, your dear children who be. And yet, your man accept your penny for the idea nursing from and yet encouraging. Says good for Para to me and keep cutting some yes, I know, man. Now, obviously, and young break video. Somebody pass social media, the geometry. Say a book black and Yasen.
Uncle, and I was here, your family.
Oh, yeah. Obia, a video to catch out, so what Facunia. And I be a bad yet that was sent. I said, oh, for Jacka. And Jacka said, look to never be new says, because I buy the party.
Titin never him so more on Colaboni school and all of that. So says I didn't never in her, right?
Mammy, and then the Colaboni school of party.
And I may say you.
Person say, person say, Parasuso. Go to another ceremony, I think of first days will be back. Mammy, I don't come and saw you. Ubay your one as I now I Crumpet College anymore. Now, student for the beach now. Now, we hear mistake, maybe we are bro, and now we so, and now I be. Mammy, no Jaro man to form. I am a bomber more proud to prepare entrance for Sumo, but Prauna. Wow. That's a name. A Paraboni school, book of child abuse.
Child abuse.
Oh, baby, Janja, and Tiakora, Mammy, true buffalo. Yeah, and some parade because of her, you know, the Oyan, if you know, so I to bed up to for saying it. As a mammy, I won't judge to obey. One of my fair parents started so maybe I was secret in your obey guy. Or no, at the age of 5 years, one mom and then 8 years. For 30 good years, one house I had every old man on the session and said, no,
that you means Manumbi.
that you are meseme mame atwa se wa wo se enye obedeja what to be oh why so doctor ka say we get as ono ba kono na on
oh yes yes
I can be kakra yeah my me spiritual woman na oka yare no wasem
yeah
last week or last 2 weeks Trump ko ya kakra TV and I'm so no max so kaya yeah what is our result President Trump Republicans for call gathering campaign gathering na campaign gathering comes to no max campaign gathering I think a day before us, 2 days later. Now, top Republican member, so what did he do? Herman, what is his last name? Is it Herman Cain?
Yeah, Cain.
Yes. No mask. Oh, a very rich guy. And one more, Anka, Obetma doing the vitamin C, F, K, Z, be a to piano. But oya no say yare na nyere akotida akuno it is yare na diti agro no me na me wo I believe in God ntinyami me ebi aka do oya no o be say just nyatwi no oya fa Bible ya e ma asaso yeah we all believe in God we all pray ya tinyami both physical and spiritual yare you have the spiritual disease we have the physical disease. And like Papa, physically, again away. And then I would about home. And you any better would ye? I would dear better would ye? Who calls me, who call bathroom by? I know it's wood. So I would dear, and I mamma, I had near putting power by him. And then I over answer. Yaway, and then as so call our sir. So for you be able to buy or or and oh, Diane asked him, can say, dear, not your share. That's a woman when their man wants to tell the MIB cancer when you only be a bottom of oh, people be up because something common grace in the world. Say, Yami told Swa on Cassa prophet, and answer prophetess, and answer suffer. And that's what you for every one or two so the two piapias.
Yeah.
And he says, soon to go so Nasa or Bruno would share from a young broker and so because we did for Bruno Apro and a bringing another shower and I won't get here. One for fertilizer this side no man who so. Now, as a water saying, Namia do so much of fertilizer and year goes so I can't send. That is common sense. Yeah. No, I believe that this is a spiritual thing, but it has a physical also implication. And what you do with a spiritual, do with a physical. Show what they want physical. And no matter so called me, you can't greet you can't greet now in your land in India, only young who draw a crack. Because from a young that be able to catch you say me oxygen no come no o carbon na we carbon tin say move to okasa sa o carbon ya me oxygen your carbon entino e from me wu ye cha be 5 hours e be to California no be ahun me south from no cause who be am from Meko and I who be a Filipa ba nyina me ni am ho ba na say ga me po
you remember my better was then so wabana yebobu nsama ekoso wo yememu na mefutu aka mlebe mu bia ne se muntie na supem na munye ne titiri yempanyufo no mfa mu nan si fom na mfa ne ma entutu na kwan so na omo ye minim na meyese ye besre se mubeye ne ma na kwan so na ma ahoto abo manim na ma yen so a yefi o manim yetumi aba na yabeboa na o manin afa ne ntuma pa efra yebada mo ase enen so mediane sika ye woda senne ye da mas se mutie yen
Isika yo my Ghana dear friend of vocals yeah mama yanka mopo ni enyauto e ka mopo Ghana be nyauto e ka mopo ni enyauto yeah wodo ne yo ka bo mo ne yo yeah oh my Ghana me Ghana na ye wa bro change na mommy yanka mommy anya ye me.
This is 501 Radio. Thanks for listening.
Safusu wo munye wan kana sam. Ze mafutu sam kakre wa supeme.